31 years ago, I was in Mexico, orphaned, no mom, no dad. My dad left to the United States.
People think that you're an overnight success.
Yeah.
15 years,
15
player.
years, baby. You know, Next Gen was my biggest venture, and I sold it when we were doing $108 million a year.
I just had a fucking comment, bro. It was disturbing, dog. That it said, you are not Latino. We are Latinos. Trump is for the wealthy and for
Shut the fuck up with this Trump shit, man. Who the fuck cares who the president is? Who the fuck cares who if TikTok went out for a day or wake up and your number one goal is to make money to create generational peace for your family.
I heard that.
This is the True Hustle Podcast with your host, JR.
This is the True Hustle Podcast with your host, JR.
Do you think that all leaders and all company owners need to have that sense of being a perfectionist or being just really, really organized?
They need to have a sense of fucking urgency, güey. That's what they need to have.
well.
They need to have a sense of urgency porque aquí hay una puta bola de huevones everywhere. Nobody has a sense of urgency. Everybody's just waiting for shit to happen. Shit's not going to happen, my boy. Shit is not going to happen. I'm telling you right the fuck now. Sense of urgency and being a perfectionist is a cherry on the top. But sense of urgency is what they need to have, güey. You know what I'm saying? I'm a spit, güey.
Thank you.
I'm a spit. Oh, you guys are
Listen,
fucking...
It's because they hear it from me so much
Yeah.
that I just like when
somebody
else
reinforces it.
what
Yeah.
I say. Like,
Yeah.
dog, you can't just sit on your ass,
bro.
homie. It's not going to happen, dog.
Hell no. Hell no. And look, it don't matter if you're broke, if you have money in the bank, if you're worth over 100 mil, if it don't motherfucking matter. It don't fucking matter. The sense of urgency is what's going to take you to the top way. Look, I'm not trying to be a show off or anything. I'm worth over 100 milli right now. Every motherfucking day I get up and hustle like I'm fucking broke. Every day I have a sense of urgency. Launching products, sense of urgency. Speed wins, way. Speed wins. I could have you could have pondered on this podcast for years and years and years and years. And if you never had a plan and if you never executed, guess what? You're still on step one. Urgency, baby. Urgency. Urgency creates wealth.
I heard that.
Fuck yeah.
That's the way we're going to start this. This is going to go for long.
Oh. You guys are in for a treat, my boy.
So, the sense of urgency, this work ethic. You're a Mexicano like me.
Hell yeah.
All
Damn
right?
fucking proud too.
A huevo. Do you think we were taught this? Or we were able to... Maybe they taught it at such a young age, but we were able to develop it even better.
I think that the sense of urgency and the sense of like always trying to go for it, I don't think it's taught to be honest with you. I think it's something that you come in within you, and then a los putazos que te da tus jefes when you're smaller, and the way they fucking raise you is what makes you who you are. I don't believe that, it's my environment and, the people. It's who the fuck you're around with every fucking day. It's how they raised you, right? Look, you could take two perfect people, two of the same people simultaneously, side by side. One has a privileged life, all these things, and one has a fucking fucked up life and has to go through trauma. It's two different outcomes depending on the people, depending on the person that they are. It's not going to be, well, it's because I was born in Mexico. I wasn't able to. Fuck no. Those are all excuses, my boy. Those are all excuses. If you want to make money, if you want to make a name for yourself, you come here and you fucking hustle, put in the work, and I promise you'll do it.
No excuse. Where you come from?
No fucking excuses, man. Dude, 31 years ago, I was in Mexico, orphaned. No mom, no dad. My dad left to the United States, and we were moving from aunt to uncle to this to that. Nobody wanted us because everybody, obviously has kids over there, and they could barely afford their own food. Nobody wanted us to be around them, right? And I can't blame them. I wouldn't blame them either. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So there's no excuses. There's no excuses on why you can't come into the United States or in Mexico. I don't give a fuck. Put me in fucking Mexico. I'll do it again. You know what I'm saying? It's no excuses. It's the thing that us Hispanics have, and most people have too, but us Hispanics have is we think that there's a ceiling to everything. Well, my dad was a farmer. I'm going to be a farmer. Well, my parents were, owned a tienda in the mercado, and that's what I'm destined to be. No, man, you're destined to be whatever you want to be. You know what I'm saying?
There's a lot of fear, too.
Fuck yeah.
People fucking limit themselves.
On fear, yeah, I agree.
and it's fear-based because they feel that they're not worthy of this type of lifestyle.
Yep.
I just had a fucking comment, bro. It was disturbing, dog. That it said, you are not Latino. We are Latinos. We are not powerful or rich. Trump is for the wealthy and for the...
Shut the fuck up with this Trump shit, man.
Bro.
Shut the fuck up with this Trump shit, man.
I was like, that just shows his mindset and his belief system that you feel, because the stereotypes are real.
Yeah.
How we are portrayed
Yep.
on television
Yeah.
and on social media and
Yep.
stuff like that.
Yep.
Mexicans, we're portrayed as cholos,
Yep.
as fucking
Hustlers,
gangbangers,
Yep.
all this shit, right?
Yep. Drug dealers.
But there's more to it, bro.
Of course.
Okay?
Of course.
We are entrepreneurs at heart.
Hell
we
yeah.
are hard workers. We
Hell
have
yeah.
work ethic.
Hell yeah.
And you could make 100 million
All day.
being fucking Mexican.
All day.
And you're the testament for it.
And a plumber, baby, and a plumber. It's not just being worth that much. It's a specific trade that we're in. Most people look at us plumbers, air conditioning, roofers, electricians, and they look at us and they're like, oh man, those guys are barely scraping by. Those motherfuckers are making money. Those motherfuckers are making money right now. Anybody that has a contractor's license in California right here has 1 or 2 employees, they're making more than 99.99% of people out there right now. And they're self-employed, they're chilling, they're doing 1 or 2 jobs a week, and they're having the best fucking... It's one of the hidden gems of the world. It's one of the hidden gems of our industry. Nobody pays attention to us, man. We barely got paid attention to like maybe 2-3 years ago when private equity came in and fucking started writing everybody checks.
Yeah, but they came in because they seen the value.
Of course.
Yeah, them motherfuckers don't come in here just because they're not writing checks unless they see that there's gonna be a return and there's value.
Of course, they gotta make sure that where they're gonna plant their money is gonna grow, right?
And here's something funny. I was just talking about this yesterday. I said, if I could go back, like when I was growing up, go to college, right? Trades weren't it. They were frowned upon. They were looked at like, oh,
they're dirty.
Plumber.
Yeah.
Verga.
Yep.
Let's keep it 100.
Yep.
That's how it was.
It still is.
Oh, go to college.
Yeah.
I told this youngster, he was 27. I was like, damn, if I was like now, like in this current state now, bro, I would get a trade. I would be a plumber or an electrician.
Bro.
And now you're just reinforcing what I just said.
A plumber, electrician, roofers, air conditioning, construction, drywall, paint, anything that has to do with your house, there's fucking money in it. Landscaping, there's money. Pools, there's money. There's money everywhere inside of that house.
How do you go from just having a trade to building what you build? Something massive.
Putting your head down, bro. But look at, nobody knew of me for the last 15 years that I've been in the trades, being, trying to grind out my businesses and trying to grow them. Nobody knew of me because I was in the fucking trenches every day with my head down. I didn't have Instagram till a year and a half ago. I didn't have Instagram. I had Facebook. I just used it for business only. So I never really capitalized on the social media trade until I sold my business and people started telling me like, bro, you got to tell people your story. You got to tell people where you came from. You got to tell people what happened here in SoCal. What happened here in SoCal with my company is like fucking getting drafted to the NBA and figuring out that Michael Jordan was in SoCal this whole time. That's what happened. And that's one of the dopest parts of the story that and why I'm coming out to do podcasts and why I'm coming out on social media. Because what you just said right now is everybody's getting pushed to college. Everybody's getting pushed to that side of the world. That's the fucking one thing I got to change. If that is my personal and that's my life goal. And I believe that's the reason why God sent me. Is to make sure that we educate people across the nation, whether you're a 16, 17, 18-year-old coming out of high school not knowing what to do. I believe that God sent me to make sure that I give you guys a message that there's fucking money in the trades. You guys want to make real money. You guys want to make millions of dollars within 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years instead of going in college, getting in debt, hoping to land one of those 9-to-5 jobs with a suit and tie and potentially make a couple $100,000. You guys want to make fucking millions. Get in the fucking trades today, not tomorrow, not in a year from now. Stop pondering on it. Go to trade school. Go get employed by a little company. Go get employed by a mid-sized company, and go get employed by a large company. 1 year, 1 year, and 1 year on each of those stages. And then the 4th year, launch your fucking company, because each one of those stages is going to teach you something. What the mom and pop shops are doing right and wrong, what the mid-sized companies are doing right and wrong, and what the big corporate companies are doing right and wrong. There's a learning curve in all 3 stages of those. And then the 4th year, start your own fucking business. There's your college right there. There's your fucking college right there. I'm going to charge you motherfuckers for what I'm telling you right now. I'm going to charge you motherfuckers what I'm telling you right now. There's college right there.
You better take notes, homie.
There's your college right there. In 4 fucking years, you could launch your business, and I promise you guys, you put your fucking head down and stop paying attention to all these fucking hood rats on social media and all these social media people that are trying to sell you a fucking course for $20. Trying to sell you a dream. You put your fucking head down and get to work. I promise you, you can build generational wealth too.
People chase the wrong things, and
Fuck
priorities
yeah,
are
they do.
wrong.
Hell yeah, they do. They chase the flashy shit. They chase anything that flashes. They go chase it.
Because they make it look easy, right?
Of course.
Like whoever's presenting that just displays the flashiness and this and that, and people focus on the now.
Dude, that shit fucking...
Because the reality is, people think that you're an overnight success.
Yeah.
You said 15 years,
15
player.
years, baby. 15 years. Nobody even knew I existed. 15 years. For the last, Next Gen was my biggest venture, and, we grew close to 800 employees. I sold it when we were doing $108 million a year. Okay, a fucking year, not in a lifespan. In 2021 we recorded $108 million in revenue in 1 year. Okay, and they think that before that nobody even knew me. Before that, that deal went through and I started going on social media and talking about it, nobody knew me. It took me fucking 13, 14 years to actually come out and be like, hey, man, I got a story to tell to you guys that's actually tangible. Not like these fucking fakes on Instagram and Facebook trying to sell you a goddamn course. Dude, I'm so against all those people, bro. I am so against all those people. That shit pisses me off when I see this Wes Watson and these fucking chaparros trying to sell you real estate fucking courses and all these dumbass. Dude, I am so against that.
Now that you bring up Wes Watson, that fool said Mexicans aren't buff.
Fuck that fool.
Fool, you're Mexican. This guy looking pretty buff right now, dog.
Fuck yeah. Tell him let's compare bank accounts. Let's compare. Fuck being buff. Let's compare bank accounts.
I think that fool, I don't know. I think he's full of shit.
From him and Albert, the fucking otro pendejo. And what's the other guy too? What's his name? Diego too. Ay, Dios mío, Santa María Madre de Dios. God, man, honestly.
How do people prevent from falling into these traps?
Look at the fucking track record. Look at the fucking track record when you guys are talking to these people. Look at their ask them straight up, what the fuck have you done with your life that you're gonna teach me to do? I'll tell you one thing. If they have not fucking gone through a diligence period, if they haven't gone through quality of earnings and diligence and sold something, I don't care if it's a real estate company, if it's a paleteria franchise, I don't care if it's a air conditioning and plumbing. If they have not gone through a fucking sequence of sell, get the fuck away from here, man. You got nothing to say. Shut the fuck up and get to work. That's what people need to do. These guys need to shut the fuck up and get to work, because I promise you, you're just taking their money. You're just taking their money. And stick to what you know. Stick to what you know. That's what I tell people. Don't go to fucking Wes Watson asking him, hey, how do I become the best plumber in America? Don't go to fucking that dumbass chaparro asking him, hey, how do I build a franchise of restaurants or clubs? They don't know. They don't know. Look to what they know, stick to their strengths, and look at their track record. And I promise you guys will get, there's some dope ass mentors out there. I'm not going to say everybody's a fucking fraud over there. There's some pretty dope ass mentors over there.
You're right.
that do deserve credit and that have done something with their life. But most of these fucking clowns out here are just talking shit, trying to make money, man. And that is the one thing I'm against, because they're taking advantage of our community, of our Hispanic community, of our Mexican community, of our Latinos. That's what pisses me off. And our Latinos are so ignorant, so hungry for knowledge that they're just willing to pay anybody to hear something. And that's wrong to me. You know what I'm saying?
Because they have this, they see somebody with a shiny suit.
In a fucking rented Ferrari.
In a fucking Ferrari. And fucking, they don't know that they don't own the Ferrari. It's rented, and they rent their house.
Yes.
But they're so eager to learn.
Yep.
It's enticing.
It is, man. It is. All I'm telling you, look, if I could give you a good piece of advice is look at their track record, number one, and number two, make sure that what you want to know is with the person you're asking. Don't come and ask me about fucking real estate. I don't know nothing about no motherfucking real estate. I'm a plumber. I'm an air conditioning. If now ask me something about construction, I'll tell you that shit up right now. We'll build a fucking house today. You know what I'm saying? But I stick to my lane, man. I stick to my lane. Yes, I have business ventures in other industries, but I'm not here to teach you guys that, man. If you guys want to build a dope ass air conditioning, plumbing, electrical, roofing, fucking company, of course we're here to teach you guys that for free. We don't need money from that. You know what I'm saying?
It's fucking dope.
Of course, man.
And I always say this. Do you live in Southern California and are you looking to buy, sell, or refinance one of your properties? What better agent to represent you than the host of True Hustle Podcast? Go ahead, give us a call or send us a text at 323-352-7946. Now let's get back to the episode, baby. If you pick a mentor, be very wise on who you pick.
Of course, man.
And ask yourself this question. Am I willing to trade my life for my mentor's life?
There you go. That's a good advice, bro.
And if the answer is no, pick another one.
Fuck yeah. Hey, bro, honestly, before I know we got started right away, dude, congrats on the podcast, number one.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate it.
And I reached out to you because I saw that you had dope-ass content. You have dope-ass people in there. And I want to congratulate you on that before we keep going on it because, dude, a podcast is a full-time job. And,
it's hard, brother.
It is, man. It is. And it's a fucking huge commitment that people don't know. But it does teach you a lot. It does teach you a lot. It's like a free college course for you too. So congratulations on it.
Appreciate it, my brother. It's a free college course.
Yep.
I get to sit down with dope ass people, learn.
Hell yeah.
I never think I know everything because when you think you know everything, that's when you're gonna stay stagnant and you're not gonna grow.
Baby. You plateau.
But I just, I enjoy it. It's like therapy for me too.
Being a student to the game is the fucking.
I love learning,
dude.
I love hearing people shit.
Being a student to the game is probably one of the dopest parts of life. You know what I'm saying? Being intrigued by things and being able to figure things out is one of the dopest things in any career. So again, congratulations on the podcast, bro. Honestly, it's a dope ass fucking logo. It's a dope ass name, and you had some dope ass people. Shout out to my boy Tempo. Tempo's I know I talk a lot of shit.
I know vemos.
We talk a lot of
February
shit.
5th.
February 5th. I'll be there too.
We're all gonna be there.
I talk a lot of shit on him, but it's all love, man. That dude is a fucking hustler. That dude is a fucking grinder. That dude and most of all, this is what I love about him. He is willing to give people free knowledge for nothing in exchange.
The first time I met him, I'm observant.
Yep.
He gets there and he starts serving drinks and shit.
Yeah.
Like, hey, recoge esa madre, está en el pinche suelo. Like, I was just like, fuck.
That's how he is,
small little things.
That's how he is.
That matters, bro.
That's how he is. That's how he is. People think that he puts a front for the cameras. No, man, I golf with him. I fucking spend time with him at his house. I spend time with him at the golf course. I spend time with him at his businesses. That's exactly who he is, man. Mad props to that dude, man. He's done well for himself. He's put a good name for himself. And like I said, people like him, I'll always have respect because number one, he came from nothing. He made a name for himself. But the most important thing, he gives out so much fucking dope ass free tangible fucking with so much substance on his knowledge when he's telling you how the operations should move, when he's telling you, hey, you should put someone here and you should move this guy here and this is the key to making money and you got to price this and you do, like when he's telling you that is because he's inside the fucking trenches right now teaching you guys how to do that. And to me that's fucking respect because I no disrespect for him, but I do the same thing for my people. I do the same thing for my people, my plumbers, my air conditioning, my roofers all day long, hundreds of thousands of fucking DMs every day. Obviously, I can't respond to all of them, but I do get to some of them that have some intriguing questions, and I'll go in there and I'll help them out too.
That's what it's about.
Of course, man.
Giving back.
Fuck yeah.
I fucking go on my real estate channel and I give out so much shit that people be like, hey, when are you gonna start your mentorship stuff? I'm like, fool, I'm giving it to you for free. Why you want me to start?
Why you want me to charge you?
You want me to charge you, fool? Yeah. Like, dude, it's free. And right now that we're going to build a couple ADUs, I'm going to give out so much game. Free.
Dude, tell them about your fucking real estate portfolio. People don't know that. Some people just look at you as a podcaster, man. Some people look at you as a podcaster. They don't see the other side of your business too, man.
It's like, I'm fully committed to this, right?
Of course.
But you walked in and was a real estate office.
Of course.
It's a real estate office, and that's what I do 24/7. I'm big in the investment game.
Yeah.
Because that's what's changed my life.
Of course.
And I stick to what I know.
Of course. Hell yeah.
I pick my lane and be like, somebody's like, oh, well, why don't you open a restaurant? Because I'm not Mr. Temple, bro.
Exactly.
I don't know the fucking. I could eat. You know what I'm saying?
Tell.
You know what I'm
we
saying?
could tell.
Con los pinches cachetes, you know? But I can't operate a fucking, you know?
Yeah.
That takes a skill.
That's
like
dope,
you
man,
stick to your
honestly.
lane.
That's dope. Look at there's stages of wealth. There's stages of in your journey where you could do things like that. People ask me all the time, Ishmael, we should do this. Ishmael, we should open up a nightclub. Ishmael, we should open up restaurants. Look, the only reason why I do that is because of the partnerships that I built with people. If I see that there's a dope ass operator inside a hibachi restaurant, I own 7 hibachi restaurants, and I see a dope ass motherfucking operator, and all he needs is a little guidance, a little structure behind the accounting and all the back end support. For sure, let's partner up. But I don't just partner up with people because, you know, I want to fucking go and run the operation. I'm not that, man. I'm not that. I partner up with people because I see a potential in an operator, because that's the key to the wealth, to the little gold mine. If there is a badass operator inside the business, you struck fucking gold. You struck gold. That is the key to every fucking business. Dude, all these private equity people came in 2020. And if you had over 50 employees and you owned a plumbing, air conditioning, or roofing, electrical company, everybody was writing checks. They came into our industry, they saw all the dope ass operators, and they're like, okay, you're worth this, I'll pay you this much, I'll do this much. It's all on the operator, man. It's all on the operator. Everything's on the operator.
System and operations.
Fuck
bro.
yeah, there's no way.
Sí sabe el compa, right?
Just a little bit. You know? Just a little bit.
All right, let's back it up a little bit.
Let's go, baby.
You said something very important previously. I think it was one of your interviews that to me I was like, oh shit, okay, this is important for the public. You said to build a business, you either build it with your capital,
of course,
or debt,
of course. Could
you take us through how you build yours?
The hardest part to building any business, okay? It's not the idea. It's not the execution. The execution has a lot to do with it. The operator, the people, all that have a small impact inside the operation. But the biggest fucking thing holding everybody back, and this is through hundreds of, even thousands of people that I've talked to, and they all have the same issue. They don't know how to cash flow the business, and once they do get into the business, they get stuck because they're so fucking scared to make a decision, because what if I run out of money? What if I don't hit payroll? What if I hired this marketing company and they don't come through? And they live their whole fucking business journey on what ifs because of the money issue. So the biggest problem that people have is fixing the money issue, because I guarantee you, look, everybody on my DMs right now, I have thousands of fucking DMs right now from electrical companies, plumbing, all those from the trades, and I tell them one thing. They're like, oh, Ishmael, partner up with me. I'm in Houston, Texas. I got 3 employees. I'm like, what would you do if I gave you $1 million right now? Oh, I would go get more vans, go get more marketing, hire more people. I'm like, that's what you have to do. So fix getting the money part. Listen to me. Fix getting the money part. That is the most fucking important thing, whether you have to raise it through debt or through capital, right? 99% of business owners don't have $1 million to stash in their bank account right now to be able to make these operational decisions. Credit cards, vendors, credit lines, any way to do it. Dude, when I sold NextGen for a large amount of money. It had $8.1 million of debt inside the operation.
Oh, shit.
Listen to me. I had $8.1 million of debt at NextGen when we were running, between vans, between vendors, between credit cards, between credit, everything. But the business is worth over $200 million. And that's what people need to understand. There's good debt and bad debt. You know what good debt is? A business that has good debt that's worth more than the business. You know what bad debt is? A fucking car that you go and buy because you're trying to show off to a fucking girl or to your homies or to somebody, that you buy for $100,000, and as soon as you walk off the lot, it's worth $50,000. It depreciates.
It don't create income. It don't generate income.
It doesn't. So There's good debt and bad debt, and that's what people need to educate themselves on. The only way to be able to operate a business and grow it substantially is through debt or through capital. Nobody's gonna come in and fucking give you $1 million. Nobody came in and gave me a fucking $1 million. Nobody came in and said, oh, Ishmael, what do you need for next year to grow to whatever it is? Fuck no. Every day I had to grind it out. Every day I was calling my credit cards. I was calling my vendors. I was building relationship with vendors, making sure I was calling Home Depot to get my material, to be able to put it on a credit line. I was doing everything I had to do, and I had to do it to make the business grow. Because without that, guess what? I don't have money for marketing, which if I don't have money for marketing, what happens? The fucking phones don't ring. And if the phones don't ring, what happens? Nothing. Nothing. Listen to me. Nothing. Okay? And that's what people need to start educating themselves. How to cash flow a fucking business. Yes, it's risky. Yes, it's risky. NextGen could have been $8.5 million in debt and worth no money. That's where the fucking operator, your gut, your fucking instinct as an operator comes in to grow the company, the value of the company over the debt. That's what makes the business valuable. So again, you guys got to educate yourselves, man. You guys got to fucking educate yourself. Trust me, 5 years ago, you guys would have talked to me and told me this and asked me like, hey man, like, you know, how do you cash flow a business, or what's a P&L? Like, how do you read your P&Ls, or what's on your balance sheet? Dude, I was a fucking ignorant fuck, bro. I didn't know anything about the 7-8 years ago. I didn't know none of this shit. I was in the trenches. I was making sure that the phones were ringing. I was fucking calling from one credit card company to another. Hey, let me have a little bit more credit. I'll pay it off at the end of the month. Every 30 days, I was calling the credit card company. Every 30 days, I was calling my vendors. I was doing everything I had to do to make sure that the operation continued flowing, right? And that's what people don't. That's where people get stuck. Remember, there's 96% of businesses will never pass a $1 million in revenue. 96% of businesses, bro, will never cross $1 million in revenue. And the main fucking reason why they will never cross $1 million in revenue is the fear that they have, the doubt that they have. They have so much doubt in everything that they don't want to make a decision because they think that if they make that one bad decision, it's going to jeopardize their business. Yes, motherfucker, I jeopardize the business every day, but I followed through. I made sure that my customer experience was on point. I made sure that the phones were ringing. I made sure that my technicians were inside the house creating opportunities. I made sure that the operation continued flowing while I took care of the kinks and all the things on the back end that nobody wants to talk about.
That's what's up. But see, it wasn't a risk for you. Because I feel that you had everything, like you were all in on it.
Fuck yeah.
I think people,
they have one foot in, one foot out.
Exactly.
Motherfuckers have 1 foot in, 1 foot out right now. Like literally right now. They're running their business and they have 1 foot in, 1 foot out. 1 foot in says, hey, I'm going to make payroll, but 1 foot out, if anything goes wrong, I'm going to fucking run and get an employee. I'm going to run and look for a job. Fuck no. When I went in on when every project that I do, I go 120 fucking %. I make sure that no matter what, we're going to fucking die on that cross, making sure that business is successful. And that's the commitment you need to be able to build something tangible, to be able to build something that's worth a fucking ton of money. You think Elon Musk is 1 foot in, 1 foot out? Fuck no, he's not. That motherfucker is all in on everything.
And that's where I see people making a lot of mistakes.
Of course.
Even in my industry. Dog, you 1 foot in, 1 foot out. You talk a lot of shit that you're going to do X, Y, and Z, but you ain't doing a fucking thing.
Exactly. And you know what?
Be all in.
Yes. You know what I notice about real estate people too? That they use that as a hobby. They'll have their main hustle and their real estate's a hobby, but they expect their real estate portfolio to fucking blow up and create this $100, $200, $500 million portfolio. No, motherfucker, that shit's not gonna happen. You need to fucking be all in on real estate, or you need to be all in on your whatever business you got going on.
Let's Google how many realtors actually own real estate. You're gonna be fucking mind blown right now, dog.
Qué guapo me miro a la verga. Let's talk about that first. Qué guapo me miro a la verga.
He got his hat matching his eyes. People in any field, when they have 1 foot out, 1 foot in and 1 foot out, are going to put themselves in a position where they fail.
Yep, 100%. You want to create a 100% failure rate? That's how it is. Have a relationship 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Have a business 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Have a friendship 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Have anything 1 foot in, 1 foot out. It's 100% a failure rate because you're always going to look for the easiest way out. Marriage gets tough. You have 1 foot in, 1 foot out. You're always going to fucking look for the easy way out. Business gets tough. Guess what you're going to do? Look for that easy way out. And that's what people don't understand. When we're building these businesses that I go 100% in, we go 100% in. It's not, hey, hopefully we make it and, we already have plan B and plan C in place. Fuck no. Plan A is plan B and plan B is plan C. We make sure that we're going to fucking make, no matter what it takes, we're going to make that business successful.
But this is why it's not a coincidence why people like you are successful.
Hell no.
I want to make that very clear. Like,
hell no.
Did you always have that mindset? Or did you develop it?
Of a hustler?
Of like being being all in.
Yeah,
like
man.
being like, all right, I'm going to make this shit work. No matter what.
Yep. 100%. No matter what, I'm going to make it work because the day or the instance where I have doubt inside my mind, I left that opening for somebody to get in already. Whether, if you guys are religious or not.
Yes, sir.
Letting the devil into your fucking mind and him playing games with you, that's that fear of doubt that you have in there. That's the one thing I always, if I'm going to go in on something, I'm going to go in 100% and I'm going to make sure that we as a team succeed because it's not about me. It's about the hundreds and thousands of employees we're about to employ and the hundreds of thousands of families that are depending on us showing up every fucking day to be able to make decisions and be able to come in and make sure that the business is always pushing forward. That's why we do it. That's what, to me, why I go in on my businesses all the way through. And it's not to create the money anymore. We have enough money for that already. We don't need to keep risking it over and over. The reason why I go in 100% on my businesses and I make sure that we're successful in every aspect of it is because I know that there's families depending on us, that there's people getting in debt, going and buying a house, going and buying a car, employees that are getting in debt, going buying houses, cars, taking their families out on trip because they depend on us. And I take that shit real serious, man. My dad taught me from a fucking very young age that we respect people as long as they respect us, and we're here to serve people as long as they're here for the right intentions. Okay? Every fucking day he engraved that shit to us since we were small. So when I tell you, you guys got to be 100% on the business, it's not because you're doing it for the money or for yourself. It's the people that are relying on you, the people that are going to be looking for guidance from you. Okay. That's why you go all in. And I promise you go 100% in on that and you make sure that the people that you're with are good people. It's 100% a successful business, no matter what it is. No matter what it is.
Man, y'all better. Y'all in the
Les voy a cobrar a la verga, eh? Les voy a cobrar a la verga.
Motherfuckers in for a fucking treat. And you better be happy because we ain't charging you. He might charge you later.
I should charge you,
you know? But this is free fucking game.
I should Grant Cardone you guys' asses. I should Grant Cardone you guys' right now.
$40,000 ticket scheme? Yes. What separates good leaders versus mediocre leaders?
What separates good leaders between mediocre? I think a vision. A vision. A mediocre leader will just look for guidance. A true leader, a true hustler, a true entrepreneur has a vision and he has a goal. And no matter what the outside noise is, no matter, if they have personal problems at home, if they're having family problems, if they're having financial problems, that vision is so clear to them that they think that people that are doubting them are delusional. When we were growing these companies, when I was growing Next Gen Air Conditioning, some of the people that were in my circle thought that it was the dumbest thing in the world because it's like, bro, why are you in plumbing? Why aren't you in fucking exotic cars? Why aren't you in music? Why aren't you on social media? Why like the flashy things, right? And I had such a good vision. I had such tunnel vision of, hey, I have an opportunity to create something really, really, really good here. And I already seen it. And the picture was so clear. The picture was so clear that when people would talk down on it or people would try to take my focus out of it, I would think they were crazy, man. I would think they're crazy. How do you guys not see what I see? And that's what creates a real entrepreneur and a real hustler. A mediocre leader and a mediocre entrepreneur, or somebody just trying to, be what they're not, is they don't have a vision, they don't have guidance, they don't have direction. They don't have fucking direction. Yeah. What makes people successful is direction. No matter what business you put me in, I'm going to find a clear vision and I'm going to put a direction on that business to make sure we're pushing forward. And that's what a true entrepreneur is. That's what a true hustler is. That's what a true business savvy owner is. They come in, they look at the outskirts of it, they compact it, and they put a clear vision, and then they put direction on it. And that's what drives the growth forward. And that's what these mediocre people don't have, that vision, that killer instinct that we have.
Damn. And that's a fact. But that's why there's only a few selected few.
Of course, man.
That get to sell their company.
Of course.
For north of $100 million.
Some people call it luck. Some people call it luck.
I think the harder you get, the harder you work, the luckier you get sometimes. Exactly. But you create your own luck.
Of course you do, man.
People always say, "Oh, lucky." No, fuck you. Lucky.
No, fuck no.
No. It ain't luck.
Waking up every fucking day, bro, and making and seeing your life on repeat. Waking up every fucking day and seeing your life on repeat, bro, is a skill and a tolerance of the consistency of doing it every fucking day. For 14 years, 15 years, I woke up at the same time and I went to bed at the same time and I did the same fucking thing every fucking day without skipping a beat, Monday through Sunday. If I had problems at home, I did it. If I didn't feel like doing it, I still did it. If I was sick to my fucking stomach, I still went and did it. Having that mental toughness that your day already. Yes, you're gonna get thrown curveballs here and there, and that's what creates the fucking lion in you. But having that mental toughness of knowing, hey, for the next 5 years, for the next 10 years, for the next 20 years, my life is gonna be on repeat. I'm gonna wake up, shower, go to work, go to the gym, come back to work, go back home and sleep, do it again every fucking day. Is what's gonna create that huge value in your life. Because look, most people don't want to do that routine every day. Most people want to, wake up and look for something exciting to do, or can't wait for the weekend to go out and party or go to a club or go to a fight or go to a restaurant and try this new fucking place out. Most people look for that escape because they don't have the mental capabilities to be able to fucking do that every single day. Every single day. If you look at my Instagram stories, it's the same fucking post every fucking day. It's the same post every day. It's the same thing every day. It's the same clothes every day. Fucking polos and hats all day long. J's on my feet all day long. It's the same shit every day. I just took on a new venture, my thermostat. I've been working on it for 3 years. I finally launched it after 3.5 years. We've been in the market for about 4 years. I committed myself for the next 5 years, and this is my last fucking hurrah to the industry. For the next 5 years, my life's on repeat. It was on repeat for 15 years. I took a little break. I fucking went golfing. I started learning by myself. I took some mentorship. I started really digging in on what I want from life. And now I'm back in the grind again for another 5 years. For 5 years, you're gonna see the same fucking post every day, and that is why we are successful. Look at Temple's fucking post. Look at Jimmy's post from Rancho Mita. Look at everybody. Every one of those dudes that are. Look at fucking Elon. Elon does the same thing every day. He wakes up, works an hour at SpaceX, works an hour at Neuralink, works an hour over here, works an hour over here, goes to sleep, wakes up, does it again. The fucking same thing over, and that's what creates success. That habit that you're not willing to let go of, that you're from the time you wake up to the time you go to sleep. The commitment of doing that repeat is what gets you the success. It's not looking for an escape to go get a beer or go get a drink or go party. There's no time for that, man. There's no time for that.
You make me feel normal.
Fuck yeah, bro.
You have to have a set schedule. It is boring. Yes.
Fuck yeah, that's why nobody wants to do it.
Nobody wants to do it because, fuck, the same thing every day?
Every day.
That's what it's going to take.
Yes. Every day.
Real men do what they have to do, not what they want to do.
100%. 100%.
And it's on repeat. And repeat.
Yep.
And repeat. Until it works.
Of course.
And even when it works,
You do it again.
you're going to fucking do it again with another
It's
venture.
a fucking sickness, bro. It's a sickness that God gave us. It's a sickness that God gave us. I'll give you a one step above that. Real men out there will sacrifice their life in order for them to provide for their families and create generational peace. Not generational wealth, generational peace. Generational peace is the most fucking beautiful thing that you can provide for your family. I'm sacrificing my fucking life right now. You think I want to be fucking working every fucking day? You don't think I want to be in Miami in a fucking yacht just chilling? I retired for 3 years ago when I sold my company. I don't have to ever fucking work again. Now one day my girls never have to work and their kids are never going to have to work. Why am I still doing it? Because I got to make sure that the fourth and the fifth and the sixth G, that's what they call them, every G. You're just picking up G's. 1 generation, 2 generation, 3 generations. You're picking up G's. That's what these wealthy people call them. I got to make sure that I have infinite G's for the rest of I'm sacrificing my life, and that's what a true fucking provider is. And that's what we need more in this world. Because if you're willing to sacrifice your fucking life for your kids and you're not just your kids, bro. I'm sacrificing my life for my nephews, for my brother, my sister, their kids. I want to make sure that my bloodline is covered. Yes, it's going to fucking require my whole life to work. And yes, I'm going to have to do it. But guess what? That's going to create generational peace for the rest of my fucking bloodline. They're going to be able to go out and you could fucking talk shit all day long. Well, you're going to make them spoiled and you're going to shut the fuck up. Okay. How about that? I came here to do a fucking job to create peace for my family, to create peace for my bloodline. As long as I go back to heaven, knowing that I did my job's done, man. My job's done. I'm sacrificing myself to make sure that everybody in my bloodline is good for the rest of eternity. Do you think the Musk and the fucking and the Bezos and all those guys ever have to worry, or their kids ever have to worry? Hell no.
It's an obsession.
Fuck yeah, it is,
illness.
Bro. Hell yeah, Hell yeah, it is. Once you reach that top though, because most of these pussies are doing it for the show. Most of these pussies out here are doing it for the fucking so they could post on Instagram and be like, oh look what no. Once you get to a certain level of obsession, you're doing it for your bloodline, bro. And once you know the impact that you can have on them, me knowing that my daughters never have to fucking worry about it, all they have to do is go to college or start a business. That's the biggest decision they're gonna have in their life. Go to college or start a business. That's gonna be the biggest, not the person that they marry, because that's what they teach us. Go to college or start a business. That's gonna be the biggest decision they make in their life, because I was able to bring that peace into their life. That's what life is all about. And once you guys learn that, that's when everything's gonna start clicking. You're gonna start making these urgent decisions instead of just fucking chilling and getting home after your 9 to 5 and drinking a beer, watching fucking Netflix or being on your phone on fucking TikTok. You know how many fucking people were posting about, oh, TikTok's gone. Who the fuck cares? Who the fuck cares if TikTok's gone? Who the fuck cares if who's in the presidency? Who the fuck cares? Get your fucking ass and start making bread. Get your ass every day and start making money. Who the fuck cares who the president is? Who the fuck cares if TikTok went out for a day or if who the fuck cares? Wake up, and your number one goal is to make money, to create generational peace for your family.
Yeah, I heard that. I'm telling you, y'all was going to get a treat. How do you prepare yourself mentally, and how do you change your mindset when you're going to go after a different venture? Because the reality is, you don't have to, bro.
No.
Okay? So let's make that very clear.
Yes, sir.
But how do you prepare yourself? Like, all right, you said what's it called, thermostat.
Yep.
So how do you just, like, all right, zone in? I think, well, okay, let me back it up a little bit. You have systems and operations that worked for the first venture.
Yep.
So do you prepare yourself and apply that
No.
to something different? No. Or like, what's that process look like?
every venture that I take on from now on, whether it was air conditioning or plumbing or my new thermostat or, if whatever comes in the near future, I want to be able to solve a fucking problem, not just a problem for a couple people or a couple thousand, a couple hundred people. Okay. What creates the biggest impact in generational wealth? Listen to me. What creates the biggest impact in generational wealth is solving a problem in whatever industry you're in. One of the biggest problems we have in the trades is in air conditioning. I'll give you a perfect example. One of the biggest problems we have in air conditioning is the customer goes to their thermostat, and as soon as they mess with it and it doesn't turn on, they don't feel the cold air or the hot air coming out and they don't feel comfortable. The first thing they do, go to their pocket, grab their phone, and look for a contractor. That is the first thing they do every fucking time. It's on repeat. It's the biggest fucking problem, one of the biggest problems we have in our industry. They go on Google, they go on Yelp, they go on social media, and they look for a contractor. The reason why I came up with my thermostat is because I saw what the alarm companies did. Go to your alarm panel tomorrow, today, whenever you get home. Go to your alarm panel. On the right-hand corner, it says ADT, Bell, whatever alarm company you have. If you cover that little logo that's on the corner of the panel and something goes wrong with your alarm company, what are you going to do? Go on Google, go on Yelp, go on social media. That's what I did. I solved that one issue. I gave every contractor across the nation, right? And this is a worldwide product. I gave them their own app and their own thermostat. So when something goes wrong, the customer knows exactly who to call. That's the one and look, that little smirk that's how dumb of a problem it was. And when I saw that, I'm like, I got to solve that. And now that I'm so fucking committed and so deep into this project, if I solve that one little problem, it will secure my bloodline for the rest of eternity.
How simple is that?
Dumb. It's retarded. Listen to me. I looked at the alarm company panel and I covered the logo, and I'm like, if I cover this fucking logo, that panel is blank. Same thing with your thermostats. You go to a fucking air conditioning thermostat. It's Google, Nest, or Ecobee, right?
Yeah.
And something goes wrong, they go on Google. And I solve that one issue for people. And that's why our product's working. So when I take on a venture and I get myself ready to mentally go in 100%, I make sure that whatever I'm going to solve is a fucking gigantic problem. Because the bigger the problem, the bigger the pay. The bigger the problem, the bigger the pay. Never fucking forget that. The bigger the problem, the bigger the pay. Most of these air conditioning and plumbing and electrical companies are spending hundreds of millions of dollars on advertising because they're always acquiring new clients to be able to go inside their house and service it because they're not able to retain them. And that's what we solved with our thermostat and our custom app. Being able to retain clients. It's the dumbest thing ever, I promise you. It took somebody with this IQ level to be able to solve it.
That's fucking dope, though, dog.
It is.
Just identifying what's wrong.
Yes.
What do they call that? Like boring money?
It's boring money. And you know when I really clicked to me? Google what Nest sold for to Google. In 2014, those little round thermostats I sell at Home Depot, $3.2 billion fucking dollars, which is equivalent to $15 to $20 billion right the fuck now. That little round device that goes on your wall. That's when it clicked to me. I'm like, oh, we got something here, baby boy. We got something here. We got bees in here. That's when it clicked to me. You could Google it. Okay. Nest sold to Google in 2014 for $3.2 fucking billion, and that's when it clicked to me.
It just makes me happy that you're Mexican.
Dude, I'm gonna put our flag up there, baby. I'm gonna put our flag up there, baby. And look, dude, I still, si Dios me da vida, we're gonna continue because I gotta make sure that they're not just talking about the Musk and the Bezos and the Zuckerbergs. We gotta put a fucking Hispanic name up in that bitch.
And it's doable.
100%, baby. 100. They're not smart, but yeah, that motherfucker's smart. It's cool. He still fucking bleeds red. He still breathes oxygen. The fuck?
Just like us.
If you brought one of those fuckers in here right now, Bezos, Musk, any of those fuckers, bring in Warren Buffett himself right here next to me, don't think I'm gonna be like, oh my God, no, motherfucker, you're just like me. You just like me. We went through the same bullshit every fucking day. Your bones hurt just the way they hurt me, right? No, man, there's nothing different. Once I understood that, that's when I made it my life mission to make sure that every fucking kid out there in America, every fucking 16, 17-year-old boy and girl, I don't give a fuck what it is, boy and girl, has the opportunity to fucking join the trades because there's money there, bro. And if we could fucking fix that, of course, we're going to put our flag up there. 100 fucking percent, we're going to put it up there.
Going back to you selling the company.
Yes, sir.
That type of money,
It's retarded money, man.
it's insane money,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
And it could easily
Yes.
fuck somebody's life up.
100%.
How did you allow that money to even propel you to even at a destination that you never thought possible? Like, how, better yet, how does somebody handle over $100 million?
Knowing, look at that money came in. There were after the diligence is closed, and I had four attorneys on my side. They had a bunch of attorneys on their side, and we went through the diligence. There's a 15-minute call that comes in right when they're going to wire the money, and it's all the CEOs of the private equity, and it's all the CEOs of me, my lawyers. It's about 20 people on the call. And all they're going to say is everybody's name, and they go, hey, Mr. Valdez, just want to let you know that in the next 15 to 30 minutes, you're about to get a wire for the money that we owe you. As soon as that money fucking hit, most of you fucking people would go and fucking spend it, would go and fucking party, would go and celebrate, would go and fucking do dumb shit with it. You know what I did the next day?
Went to work.
Went to fucking work, baby. Went to work like if I never had it. Went to work. That money is a tool to be able to get more money. I never use that money to be able to be like, okay, I made it. As soon as you think you made it, you're fucking done. You're done. I use that. As soon as I saw that wire come in, that wire hit my fucking bank account. I opened up my app and I'm like, okay, cool. We good. The next fucking day I went to work, and the next day I was already thinking, how can I make this money multiply? And it's through the discipline that my fucking dad engraved into us since we were kids. My dad was a fucking piece of shit to us, bro. My dad was a piece of shit to us. We never had our mom to be able to, show us the loving side of a family. Uh-huh. But my dad was a fucking asshole to us. And that's what created this fucking steel trap that I have in here. The next day I went to work. No matter how, dude, I'm going to sell Nuva. I'm calling you right now. I'm going to sell my thermostat in the next 3 to 5 years. I'm going to have Amazon, Google, Honeywell, fucking Goodman. I'm going to have every private equity in my table trying to write me a check for over $10 billion. I guarantee motherfucking to you. I'm calling you right now. Guarantee you they're going to call. You know what I'm going to do the next day? I'm going to figure out how to get even more. I'm going to figure out how to get even more. Because the day I think like, oh, cool, I'm good, man, I'm good. That's the day I let my people down. That's the day I let my family down. That's the day I let myself down. Because there's still more money to be made. And it's not for me anymore. Because this money was enough for me and for my girls and their kids. And the next batch of money is going to be enough for 100 lifetimes. And the next batch of money is going to be enough to never run out, no matter how fucking stupid the 100th G is. That's why I do it. Knowing that I have a fucking responsibility as a fucking man, which there's a lack of in this fucking world. Knowing that I have a responsibility as a man to come in here and make sure that I provide for my daughters and my family. That's why I wake up every day. Bro. I'm a beast, bro. I'm a beast.
Pongan atención, cabrones. This is what I enjoy this. I don't know if you
Thank you,
noticed
bro.
that I enjoy talking to people like this.
Thank you, bro.
Because it shows you that when you think you're doing something, there's somebody always doing better than you.
Fuck yeah. I love those people.
I was at Jimmy's compound yesterday. I left inspired.
That dude's a beast, bro.
And I'm just like, fuck. There's levels to this.
That fool's a beast, man. Mad respects to Jimmy. Mad respects to you, my boy. I haven't had the privilege to click up with him. I've seen him at a couple events. Never really gone up to him because I don't do that. But I've seen him around, and I know what he's doing, and I know the fucking type of money he's making. Mm-hmm. And dude, that shit's inspiring, man. Honestly.
Like my goal is to have all my guests. Eventually he's gonna be here.
Cool.
And I want all you guys to mingle.
Oh man, that'd be dope, man.
Every single one of you.
That'd be dope, man.
Imagine a lot of powerful Latinos together.
Bro.
That's just motivating, bro. People take it. remember, when the ego is checked,
Leave that shit
and
at the door,
leave that
baby.
shit at the door and congratulate people that are doing
course.
great things.
Hell yeah.
Be happy for them. I
Hell
left
yeah.
there like, damn, well, this was like, oh my God. Like,
Dude,
what the fuck?
Look
you
at the
know?
guys from Northgate, bro. Look at the guys from Northgate. Motherfuckers are, dude. I just golfed with Hector, which is the CEO of Northgate. $2.1 billion in sales last year. 2.1 billion in sales. Northgate, a little fucking supermarket that started 20 years ago. The first day that when we came in here to the United States, we crossed through obviously through the desert, and when we got here, we were babysitting some of the main people in there at Northgate Market. Dude, those guys are killing it, bro. Look at the guys from La Carniceria, we killing it, my boy. Everybody, look at the guys from Javier's, we.
Hell yeah.
Dude, Javier's recorded $120 million of revenue last year. That's
So you're telling
dope.
me
Anybody
that
could do
Latinos-
it. Fuck yeah.
we could do it?
Hell yeah, man.
All these stereotypes are bullshit?
Fuck those people, man. Fuck those. Look
They're
at me.
all okay.
Look at me. The fuck?
That a blue collar
Yeah.
individual could work his ass off
Fuck yeah.
and make not millions no more.
Oh, man. We're chasing
Billions.
billions. Yeah, we're chasing billions. Dude, that Jimmy's going to be worth $1 billion here pretty soon.
Yeah.
Those guys from Northgate are worth fucking over, dude. I guarantee you, private equity writes Northgate Market a check right now for $6 to $8 billion right now. Right now, those guys are billionaires, bro. It's insane.
That just makes me happy that
Fuck yeah.
they're like me.
They're no different from me and you. They're no different from me and you. And that's the one concept that you guys got to take that for. If you could take anything from this call, hopefully I could help you guys with some of the things I'm telling you. But if you could take one thing from this fucking call, is that everybody's the same. Everybody has the same fucking opportunities, no matter where you came from, no matter what your background is, no matter if you're fucking gay, if you're straight, if you're black, if you're white, if you're Mexican, if you're white. I don't give a fuck what you are. Okay, and this white privilege shit that people keep saying, don't fucking bring that shit up. I never use my race to be able to fucking give people a chance to be like, well, you must have had it hard because you're a Latino, or you must have had it hard because, you came into this industry ran by white owners. No, man. I had the same fucking opportunity everybody else there. And this white privilege bullshit needs to fucking go away. Those people are human too. We're in their fucking house. How about we show them some fucking respect? How about we show them some respect for letting us into their home and stop calling it a white privilege? Everybody has the fucking privilege to do something for themselves if they're willing to put the fucking work ethic into their daily life. Otherwise, don't fucking complain. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. Shut up. I don't want to hear about the white privilege and the fuck, oh, you like Trump and Trump this and Trump. No. How about you shut the fuck up and get to work? How about you shut the fuck up and get to work? Right?
People get caught up in the most stupid, idiotic shit. Like, at the end of the day, red or blue, make your money.
Exactly. Hey, red or blue, it's green, baby. Hey, at the end
Now
of the
it's
day,
bluish,
if
huh? The fucking,
Fuck
the
that.
fucking new hundreds are like bluish. It's still green for us.
yeah, red or blue, choose green. That's what you need. You guys need to start fucking choosing and stop taking these stereotypes into consideration. Always choose the fucking money, chase the fucking money, do something for yourselves. Don't do it for you, do it for your family.
There you fucking go. Systems and operations.
Let's go, baby.
I'm sure. Well, I'm not sure, actually. Well, for me, learning system and operations came secondary.
Yep.
It's like work.
Yep.
All right. Now we need to implement this. At what phase did these systems and operations become a thing for you to implement?
As soon as you hit a ceiling and people everybody hits a ceiling in their career, a knowledge ceiling. That's what they call it. Everybody has it. In your journey, you're gonna go through different obstacles of your life, and those obstacles are daily problems that happen inside your operation. Whether you're a plumber, a restaurant owner, and a real estate, whatever you are, you're gonna have those daily obstacles, right? As soon as those daily obstacles take more time to fix than what you have in the day, where you're prolonging problems now into weeks and months, that's when you need to start putting systems and operations inside that operation. As soon as your time is distracted, if you're spending all your time getting people not to walk out of the job, getting people to come and interview for you, getting, customers are pissed off for you. As soon as your time is being spent so much on those things, you need to start fucking hiring people, and you need to start putting a process behind what happens. Because what happens is most operators most business owners want to solve everything themselves because they want to save money.
And in reality, it's not.
It's not. Most people don't have systems and operations inside their business because they're trying to save money. The only way you build a system is with people. You can't build a system for you. That's called self-employment. You know what I'm saying? Like, the only way you're going to be able to scale up a business is if you build a system and if you hire people. But most people are so scared to hire that they don't do it because they think they're saving money instead of delegating it and hiring those people to be able to build a system. So before we even talk about systems and operations and all, because most of these podcasts want to talk about it, let's talk about the main problem that people have, which is hiring.
That's a fact.
Until you are able to get to hire people, until you are able to onboard people, until you are able to recruit and retain people, you have no business. You have no business. You're going to be self-employed. The system and operations and all the things that come with a business, you're going to learn as you go. I promise you're going to learn as you go. But nothing happens until you start giving that fear away, until you start putting that fear away and start hiring people. That's the second biggest problem that people have. The first problem is cash flow. Mm-hmm. They don't know how to cash flow and grow a business. The second problem that they have is that they don't know how to recruit and retain people to be able to build the systems of operations, to be able to do that. So yes, it's important in the operation. I promise you're gonna need them. That's in year 4, 5, 6, 7. It might be in year 20. So that can wait.
Okay.
The fucking first thing you guys got to do is make sure that you guys put your fear away and start hiring people. Because as soon as you understand that your time is more valuable than anything, than the amount of money you're giving a salary, than the amount of money you're paying for an hourly person, as soon as you take your time more valuable, you're going to start hiring people. And that's the one thing small business owners need to learn.
That's factual.
100%.
Right? There's a fear in entrepreneurs that we hire the wrong person.
Yeah.
How do we determine, is there a system that you had that like, all right.
No.
So you just went and said,
no matter how. Yes, there's a way to interview better people. Yes, there's a way to ask questions. Yes, there's a way there's sources that give you better quality people. At the end of the fucking day, you're never going to know somebody's true potential until you hire them. Until you fucking hire them, that's when you know you're going to know the true potential. It doesn't matter what happened in their prior business experience. Yes, are you going to fucking hire a felon that just came out of jail? Of course not, right? Mm-hmm. But as soon as you know that you are going to make mistakes in hiring, as soon as you're okay with that, you know how many people I fucking hired at Next Gen that I shouldn't have hired, but the only way to know their true potential was to hire them.
To see what they're made of.
Exactly. But on the upside, that was the downside. Some people I had to fire because I didn't know how good they interviewed well. They cleared the background. They're amazing people. And then they came into the operation. They were fucking lazy. They didn't wake up. They were always late to work. They were always complaining. But you're never going to find that out in the interview process. You're never going to find that out.
That's true.
So you're going to hire people that are not supposed to be hired, no matter fucking what, because you don't have a crystal ball to tell you if this person, how good of a worker he is until you hire them. So until you guys get that straight to your fucking head every day that you're going to make mistakes in the hiring process, but the key is to hire, you're going to hire more good people than bad people. And the bad people, you just got to filter out and you just got to let them go. The good people, you got to retain and treat them good and incentivize them and push them to be able to become better employees. It's not, the key is not in, hey, is there a secret sauce to hiring? There's no secret sauce to hiring. You're never going to know the true potential until you set the boundaries properly, you hire the person, you onboard them properly, you set a expectation contract for them, and you're able to onboard them. That's when you're going to know. Otherwise, you're never going to know. Point blank.
That makes a lot of sense.
Of course.
Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on your notifications. Now let's get back to the episode. have clear expectations.
Of course, man.
Now,
That's the
look,
one
this
thing.
is these 10 items.
Yes.
This is your role.
Yes. Responsibilities. Be here on time. Make sure you're dressed properly. Make sure you're, you give us 24-hour notice. Like all those little, relationship guidelines are in the contract. The problem is we hire people and we're just like, oh yeah, you start at 8. Cool. What am I supposed to do? I don't know. You start at 8. We'll figure it out. No, motherfucker. Bring them on board, and this is what I need you to do, whether it's a customer service rep, a sales rep, a technician, an installer, a real estate, whatever it is. Clear expectations so they know, and they don't come back to you and be like, well, you never told me I had to be here at 8. Oh, you never told me this. No, motherfucker. This is the clear expectations. This is how much you're getting paid, and this pay comes with these responsibilities. And as long as there's a clear contract and clear responsibility paper issued when you're doing onboarding, there's no excuses. Because guess what? When they come back up to you and you write them up for being late, they're not going to come back and, well, you never told me at what time I was supposed to be here. You said between 8 and 9. No, the contract says 8 a.m. And the contract says Monday through Friday. And the contract says you got to clock out at, your fifth hour of your work shift. And the contract says that you have 2 15-minute, like everything stayed in there. So there's no excuses.
Damn. I made that mistake before.
Oh, dude, I made a fucking, we've gotten
like
sued.
people like the bullshit? Nah. My expectations weren't clear enough.
Yeah.
Dog.
Yeah. And
And I'm
that's
being
our fault.
honest,
Yeah, that's our fault.
my fault.
Yep.
And I always like to own up to my shit. You didn't tell them that they had to be here at this time. So whose fucking fault is it? Mine.
Yes.
Wow.
Clear expectations when you're hiring.
Let them know.
Exactly.
And at what point do you fire?
As soon as you know, as soon as you look at, there's 3 things that you guys got to learn. Hiring and firing is one of them. When you have a clear expectation contract and they know their responsibilities, how much they're getting paid, everything stated in paper, everything stated in paper. If you wrote them up, if they came in late once, you verbal warning. Second time, write them up. Third time, write them up and suspend them. Fourth time, write them up and let them go. And this applies to the whole fucking company, not just to the customer service reps or the technicians or the in restaurant talk or the bussers or the none of that. The whole company has the exact same fucking responsibilities and boundaries. Okay, if you don't take your lunch break, write them up. Everything has to be documented because in California, everybody likes to get not in California, fucking across the nation. People like to sue us for whatever fucking reason. And as long as you guys document everything and you're writing them up properly and the expectations are clear and you have some kind of onboarding handbook stating there's a dress code, right? Some kind of dress code, they can't sue you. But listen to what I'm going to say. I'm going to give you the fucking gem. If you don't set the clear expectations when you're hiring people and you're onboarding them, when they sue you, if that expectation wasn't there, they're going to win. If you have clear expectations and they sue you for whatever reason, lawsuits are bullshit. They'll get thrown away.
Because it was there.
If you said, hey, there was a dress code, and they're suing you because they're like, well, they pick on me because of the way I dress. Well, the contract states that there's a dress code. And you've been violating the dress code and you've gotten, written up and suspended and all that. Here's all the documentation.
The contract says no Crocs. That's the thing now, huh? Fuck, everybody wants to fucking work. Fool, you're at work.
Yes. Expectations, man. Expectations. Having clear expectations with your employees is what's gonna create high valued employees and what's gonna create high retention in your employees.
You said something that is very important to me, right? You said, I forgot which interview. And you said, you pay your employees well and you give them incentives.
Of course.
How powerful is that for retention purposes?
Listen, people are going to show up to your business for an hourly or a salary. That's all they're going to do, though. They're going to show up. If you want them to create an extraordinary customer experience, to go above and beyond, to go for the customer, to make sure that the customer's always taken care of, you got to incentivize people that. if you're going to pay $20 an hour, I'll give you a perfect example. If you're going to pay $20 an hour for a customer service rep to go and answer phones, that's all they're going to do. For $20 an hour, they're going to show up on time. They're going to go and they're going to be like, thank you for calling next. They're going to be hungover. They're going to fucking not be enthusiastic over the phone. But if you put a performance plan behind it and say, hey, you're going to make $20 an hour, but you have the potential of making, an extra $5 for every call you booked, or $5 for every review you get, or $5 for this, or $10 for this, and they're able to scale up their pay for a better performance for their customer. That's how you're going to create a badass company. Having incentives for your employees to be able to perform at a higher level and to be able to treat your customers with a higher level of customer experience is what's going to create a badass operation. People will show up to their job for an hourly rate or salary. If you want a badass customer experience, or you want to be the Javier's of the restaurants, you want to be the Northgate of supermarkets, you want to be the next gen of contracting, you want to be that, you have to create a pathway to success where they start at a lower wage and they could create themselves to go into a management position and a director position, an executive position. There has to be a clear path for growth inside the company so you can retain people. Because if they're just going to come in and answer phones for the rest of their life, you're going to have a turnaround rate inside that department. Because all they're going to do is, like, after a year, 2 years, they're going to be like, fuck, I don't want to answer phones anymore. Is there anything else I could do in this company to earn more money? You have to have that clear path of success inside the operation for every single position. And that's the fucking key. That's the one thing you guys forget. For every single position inside the operation, there has to be a clear path to success to be able to make more money and to be able to have a better position inside the company. That is how you create a true operation inside. That's how you create a tangible operation, by paying people properly, by paying them well, right? Everybody knows that next gen, nobody fucking paid better than me. I don't give a fuck who you think you are. Nobody pays better than me. Why? Because higher pay and higher employment boundaries and responsibilities will attract high level people. Lazy people want to work with lazy people. The Michael Jordans and the Kobe Bryants and the LeBron James, they don't want to work with lazy people. The only way you're going to be able to attain those level players is by paying properly. You think fucking LeBron James is going to go play at the New York Knicks for a third of his pay? Hell motherfucking no. He's in LA because he's making money. Money attracts high-level people. In order for you to retain them, you need to build an environment of competition to be able to retain those people. As soon as you have a lion inside your operation and there's a bunch of cats in there, they're going to get bored and go to somewhere else. Lions want to be around lions.
They want to be around that environment.
Fuck yeah. And you got to...
Ain't no fucking top producing person want to be around a
bunch
lazy
of pussies.
motherfucker.
Hell no. Hell no. And your job as an operator is to create that environment. Your job to create that fucking environment where everybody wants to go to work. I don't care if you're a customer service rep, a plumber, a technician, a sales rep, production. I don't care what if you install toilets for me. I want to create an environment where everybody wants to go to work because we're competing to make more money for all of us. Not just for me, not just for the company. Everybody inside the operation has to be able to have the opportunity to make more money, because then you build a level of competitiveness inside the operation that everybody wants to work at.
Because now you create that.
Of course, that fucking environment, bro. Dude, you walked into my sales meetings. Fuck, bro. These motherfuckers were ready to fucking go through a wall. You walk in through my sales meeting and I told them, I don't give a fuck who you, if you sold $2 million worth of plumbing in another company and you don't come in here thinking you're going to sell 4, 5, 6, 7 million with me, get the fuck out of here. I don't need you. I need hungry, driven people that are willing to fucking go and provide the best customer service for our customers. Okay? But we need operators. The operator is what creates that environment to be able to attract and retain high-level people.
Because you have to lead by example. Because they have to see
Of course,
you.
Baby. Of course, man.
You can't be like,
of course.
I need you to fucking do this.
No, man.
Y te estás haciendo ahí, you know?
No.
That's not the way this works,
baby.
right?
That's not the way this works, man. That's not the way this works. They got to see you bust your ass too, man. They got to have some level of fear, and they have to have some level of respect for you. I'll go back to the Michael Jordan fucking. And by the way, fucking Michael Jordan's the greatest fucking player of all time. I don't give a fuck what you pussies say. Michael Jordan was the most feared man in the NBA history, but everybody wanted to play with him. Why? Because he brought that fucking beast out of you. He brought that side of you that nobody else could have gotten. And that's the key to the best entrepreneurs and the best fucking and the best, most competitive people in the world. You don't think fucking Elon Musk goes in there and drills his fucking people to the wall and says, what the fuck are you guys doing? We need to be doing this, and we need to be doing this, and we need to do this. He goes in there and does that shit. And everybody looks at him like he's fucking crazy. But guess what they do? They admire his fucking hustle. They admire him from afar. Same thing with Michael Jordan, baby. He would go in there and fucking call these, you fucking pussy, get your ass up, let's go. You're going to let him fucking shoot a 2-pointer over you, and you're just going to sit there
body you up in the paint.
Let's go, motherfucker. He brought the best out of you, and that's the key to a badass operator, to be able to grow a badass company, 100, 200, 500, $1 billion company. You need to create that environment.
With all these softies nowadays,
bunch of pussies.
Is it more challenging?
Hell no.
Or is it or because you built something that they're like, this is how it is here. This is like the fucking 1994 Bulls.
Yep.
This is what it is. So if you want to come here,
cool. This is the environment.
This is the environment.
And if you don't
like it, get the fuck out.
There's plenty of employees out there that you guys want to go to. There's plenty of other fucking plumbing, air conditioning companies that you guys can go and work for. But if you want to be the best and you want to rub elbows with the best and you want to elevate your game with us, you want to join us. Everybody knew that about NextGen. Dude, I didn't spend one fucking dollar in recruitment because everybody wanted to work for us. Everybody wanted to work for us. I never spent a dollar in fucking recruitment. Why? Word got around. Fucking NextGen pays the best, and everybody's over there. Everybody's over. The best sales guys, the best installers, best technicians, best CSRs, best production, best management. Everybody's over there. So it gave that awareness of like, damn, bro, I want to work there too.
Everybody's over there, but everybody's winning over there.
Yeah.
That's a big difference.
There you go.
You
go. Hell yeah.
The first time I seen your company, was it on the 60 freeway?
They're all over.
I don't know. They're everywhere, bro. Probably in every freeway, right?
I had 292 billboards up at once.
I think it was on the 60 then. You are so heavy into marketing.
Hell yeah.
People fail to understand how important marketing is.
Yeah.
Was it premeditated? Did you say, all right, this is how we're going to do this. This is how we're going to get our name out there. It's through marketing.
I understood from a very young age, and I understood from a very young age in my journey in my business, that the most motherfucking important part of any business is the clientele and making sure that they knew who you were, making sure they had access to you. So if I couldn't make my phones ring, listen to me, real estate agents too, contractors, restaurants, fucking nightclubs, everything. If my sole focus for the first 3 years of NextGen was making sure that the phones were ringing, meaning, hey, my toilet's backed up. Hey, my AC's not turning on. Hey, when could you guys come out here? Hey, I need a brand new unit. Hey, if I couldn't do that, then nothing else mattered. It didn't matter if I had the Michael Jordans inside of the operation. It didn't matter if my installers were the best. It didn't matter if my accounting team was the strongest. It didn't matter. Nothing mattered unless that phone rang. So my only sole purpose was to make sure that that phone kept ringing all fucking day. And the only way to make that fucking phone ring is to be able to get my name out there. And most people, and this is across every industry, they think way too small. They're thinking way too. Oh yeah, I'm gonna do a direct mail to my zip code.
Damn.
Or I'm gonna do a pop-up canopy at my local high school. The fuck?
That's not scalable, homie. You can't scale that.
You have to know that in order for you to make those phones ring and not stop, you gotta attack it in every angle. Google, Yelp, social media, billboards, radio, TV, direct mail, coupons, fucking anything you could get your hands on to get your name out there, you have to attack it. But again, the fear of making those decisions is what's keeping these guys small. Well, Ishmael, I've been making money, and I don't even spend anything. Yeah, because you're waiting for a referral to come in from that one job you sold last week or last month and you're basing your growth on referrals. Your growth on referrals is going to get you to 96% of businesses out there below $1 million. Until you have the fucking balls to actually spend and strategize a marketing campaign to be able to make these fucking phones ring, then you could move on to the next step, which is answering the phone properly. Making the phones ring is strategizing a marketing campaign to be able to fucking hit the customer from every angle. 292 billboards. We were spending, even at a small scale too. Before I had all those billboards up, I was in every magazine. I was in every newspaper. I was in every direct mail. That was the marketing sources back then. You have to do that to be able to scale up the business. There's no fucking secret to it. After that, then you could move on to, hiring dope-ass customer service and technicians and all that. But until you can fucking make the phones ring, your job hasn't even started. You don't have an operation. You don't have a business. You don't have nothing. Until you can make those fucking phones ring, until you could get that client to come into your restaurant nonstop every fucking day. Look at Los Cholos. I don't know if you guys know Taco Los Cholos right here. They're all over in Orange County in LA. Bro, you go in 3-hour wait for tacos. But they're all over fucking social media. They're all over social media. Look at Temple. He's all over social media. All over. He spends a ton of marketing too.
Yeah.
Nothing happens without attracting the client. So your jobs as operators out there is to make sure you attract clients. Period.
You heard that? 3 things. 3 things that a business should be doing in today's market to be successful.
Marketing yourself properly. Having the fucking discipline to spend money to be able to acquire clients. You gotta do it. There's no way around it. It doesn't matter how fucking you're not Elon Musk that you could just go on Twitter, put a tweet, and 1,000 Teslas sell in a second. You're not that. Marketing yourself properly. Holding your people accountable to a higher standard. Not just fucking hiring and fucking, letting your cousin come in and letting your cousin or your brother, your sister come and work for you and let them slack off and come in whenever they want, clock in, clock out whenever they want. Everybody does whatever holding your fucking people accountable and knowing your fucking numbers, man. Those are the 3 things that great, amazing business owners that are able to scale a business. Those are the key things that they're gonna work on. Because if you can make the phones ring and acquire clients, if you can hire people to do the jobs and do a customer experience, and you can charge properly to be able to produce a profit, that is an operation. That is a business. That is something that that you're able to build. Those are the 3 keys to any business. I don't care what industry you're on. Marketing, people, numbers.
I think the majority of businesses fail in marketing.
Yep. And hiring and accounting. You go to go to across the street right now to any of those little restaurants and ask them, hey, what's your gross profit on your food? What was your total revenue last month? What's your average ticket per customer? Huh? They fail on every aspect, bro. The marketing end because they're scared, the hiring because they're scared, and the accounting and the numbers because they're ignorant. They fail in every aspect.
At what point do you think somebody should hire an accountant to run the books properly in a business? Is there a certain amount of money that you need to be netting?
It's not a certain amount of money. Everything goes back to time. If you're doing your own accounting and you're grabbing POs and you're putting them in the books and you're trying to account for everything, you lose the distraction of hiring and marketing and scaling the business. So yeah, I would say anybody above $2 million has to have an in-house controller for sure. An in-house controller, whether you hire him part-time for 60 to 80 grand, will teach you how to, properly set your chart of accounts on your P&Ls and structure a balance sheet and produce some kind of cash flow statements and, put a little bit of structure behind your operation. Anything above $2 million for sure. Above $10 million, you need a fucking CFO. You need a CFO to come in there, and you need a controller, you need an AP, you need AR, you need a whole structure of back-end support to be able to handle that type of transaction. $10 million is a lot of fucking money.
a lot of money.
$5 million is a lot of money. $2 million is a lot of money. The problem is everybody thinks way too small, and they think, well, I'm just a little mom and pop shop. I don't need that. No, you need it, motherfucker. You're just being cheap.
I did my shit, and it wasn't at 10 million, but it's gonna get there, and it's gonna, So to me, it's important.
The only way you're going to do it is by knowing your numbers, because after you know your numbers, you're going to make decisions based on number instead of feeling. Oh, I think I should spend marketing. I think I should hire. I think I should do this. That's what everybody does. Instead of like, okay, cool. Show me my P&L statement. Show me my balance sheet. Let's look at some numbers and see how, if we're making profit, how much profit we're making, how much more profit we can make, how can we hire more people, what positions that's the kind of decisions that make a business run. Not, oh man, hopefully tomorrow I make money. That's not a business. That's not a business.
It's not operating the way it should be.
Hell no.
And then that's what the message here is. You're not going to maximize your potential if everything else down here isn't working properly.
100%.
Everything has to start working properly since the beginning.
Yep.
And you got to think big.
Think big, man. Fucking people are too scared. They're not making decisions because they're just comfortable. They're just comfortable. Fuck, I'm making a couple hundred. I'm making 100,000. What else do I want? I get to go home. Like, okay, cool. If that's what you want, cool. If that's what you think your family deserves, cool. That's not what my family deserves, man.
Comfort kills dreams, huh?
100%. Yeah. Comfort and fear. Comfort, fear, and doubt are the three fucking drivers to every dream killer. Comfort, fear, and doubt, man. Comfort, fear, and doubt. Gotta be fucking.
How do you overcome that? Like, people that are listening that are like, I think people focus on, oh, well, what if this happens and I lose this, and what if this? But what if it doesn't?
Yeah, that's it. Because they're running their life on what ifs. They're running their whole operation and their whole business on what ifs instead of running on worst case scenario. Listen to me. Everybody's running their life on what if. What if this? What if I start my business and it fails? What if I hire that person and he steals? What if, I launch a product and it doesn't go through? They're running their whole life on what ifs. What if? What ifs brings a bunch of regrets instead of worst case fucking scenario. I launch the business, it fails. I'll go look for a goddamn job and I'll still make money. Worst case scenario for me, I walk into any contractor, any fucking operation, anything. And I ask for the stupid salary and I still have a dope ass life. That's the worst case scenario for me.
Damn.
Instead, 99 vast majority of people out there are running their whole life on, what if, man? What if it doesn't work out? What if I get married and I get divorced? What if I do this? No. Worst case scenario, baby. Worst case scenario. Worst case scenario is you're still alive, you're still healthy, and you could do it over and over and over and over and over again. That's the worst case scenario.
It's the worst thing that can happen.
It's the worst that can happen.
You're still alive. You're still breathing.
You learn something.
It's going to teach you lessons.
Fuck yeah.
My most valuable lessons have costed me money.
Or time.
Or time, actually. Both. A little mixture of both. So, man, questions?
Yeah, I did have a question. So in the beginning, you said something about like you gotta live with an urgency, the sense of urgency. But how do you live with that sense of urgency, but not come up as desperate so that your business can grow or take off? What is something that you can do?
So what I mean live your life on urgency when you guys are building a business is making decisions. Okay? What happens in every business is they make a decision and then they pause. And then they make another decision in 6 months, a year, or 2 years from now. And that's why they stay where they're at. If you're able to make decisions inside of the business every day, whether they're good or bad, the business is always moving forward. That urgency is making the decisions every day. That's what I meant on the living your life on urgency. Example, mom and pop shops and smaller businesses, they'll hire one person and they'll keep them and they'll fucking wait 6 months to a year to hire another person because they want to make sure this one works first. Instead of like hiring, spending the money on marketing, making decisions, right? They wait way too long to make decisions in between. Whether they're gonna hire a marketing company or they're gonna spend money finally on that magazine. They'll spend it on one magazine, they'll wait, and they'll be like, okay, hopefully it works, right? And they'll make another decision next year. Okay, let me grab another magazine or another Google source or another, social media video, or let me do it. They do decisions. There's too many gaps in their decision-making process instead of making decisions every fucking day to drive the business forward. That's what the urgency is in the business. At NextGen, not just NextGen, every business that I own, I get it to the point where I'm making the decisions daily and guiding and giving everybody direction until I build a team to make more decisions for me. The point of a business, a tangible business, is for me to make the least amount of decisions. The least amount of decisions that I make, the better the operation's running. So if you're going in there and fucking you have a $20 million business and you're constantly in there moving people and firing people and all doing that and not building a team, you're not a business. You're one relationship away from being broke. Because what about if something happens to you and you're the one running everything? Look at when I sold NextGen, the decisions are still getting made right now. That $100 million business that I sold, there's a whole team of managers there and executives and directors that are running that business without me. That's why they paid so much for me. That's why they pay. Now imagine if I was there fucking trying to save pennies and dimes, not hiring people and me doing all those decisions. When private equity would have came in, they would have seen that and they're like, you're not a business, bro. If something happens to you, this shit crumbles. And we're not going to take that risk. We're not going to take that liability. You got to build a team to make decisions for you so the business keeps operating. Once you scale it to a certain size. Until then, you're in there fucking making the decisions. Build your team. They make more decisions. And the bigger the team, the more decisions you got to make, the bigger the scale, the faster, the bigger the business.
Man. And that's how it's done, homie. Anything else? Right now's the chance, bro. This has been a treat.
No, it was. We just had the conversation.
Yeah.
About this, right? And this is exactly what.
I think I want you to meet Ricardo.
Cool.
TCO. He you guys have like a lot of the same energy, man, and it's fucking dope. And he's gonna be at I'm actually having dinner with him tonight.
Okay.
He's gonna be at the grand opening as well for a temple.
Look, I came in this podcast, bro, not to show off, not to fucking come in here and obviously I want to talk shit to make it fun, but I came in this podcast to help people. I'm not here to fucking make me famous. I'm not here to, be viral. I'm not here for that. I want people to pick up something and go do something with themselves. I'm here to, that's why I'm doing all these podcasts. I'm trying to get people to fucking wake up and go make money because everybody's just comfortable. So thank you for having me, bro. I love doing this. Dude, those fucking questions that you're asking and the way you're carrying the conversation, that is a fucking art. Okay? Listen to me. That is an art. Not everybody could do that. I've been on other podcasts where it's like, bro, are you fucking retarded? Like, ask something that people actually want to learn from. I don't want to come in here and fucking talk shit. I want to make sure we help your audience out. Let's help them out. Yeah, let's have a little bit of fun, but don't be like, you have an art, bro. You have a gift to be able to interview. You have a gift to be able to fucking carry on a conversation where people are benefiting from it, and I applaud you for that.
Oh man, I appreciate it, brother. This was a treat not only for them but for me because I love to learn.
Cool, man.
And I know that the questions that I have, they have.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
exactly.
So I try to make it to where they're gonna get something. They're gonna get a whole lot of shit from, and we're here. My spotlight is that it's done. You did it. It can be done.
Of course.
It can be replicated, but it ain't gonna happen without hard work, dedication, and fucking staying the course.
Of course.
You could fucking sit on your ass all you want and pray every day for blessings, but you don't get up and do it. It's
100%, bro.
It's not gonna happen. Like, you have to make it happen.
And let me end it with a fucking clear note, because I've seen all these bullshit ass fucking videos on social media, and it drives me fucking nuts when I see all these people of manifesting will make everything happen. Shut the fuck up. Manifesting ain't gonna do shit. You gotta get your fucking ass up every day and put in that goddamn work for it to happen. You don't think, if it was just manifesting, motherfuckers would be billionaires, okay? Everybody would be a billionaire. Manifesting, yes, it is true. Yes, it does happen. Yes, you should do it. You still gotta put in the work, baby. You still gotta put in the work. So stop with the bullshit ass videos on social media and let's help these people instead of trying to entertain them. Let's fucking help them. Let's show them that they could make money too. You know what I'm saying?
And it can be done.
Let's go.
Let's go, baby. We out. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on your notifications so you don't miss our weekly episodes. Let's go, baby.